Building something human requires raw materials and a plan. We gather wood or stone, then follow locked instructions to bring those materials into order. This raises a question about the scale of the universe itself. Did the first moment of reality follow a pre-made blueprint, or was the entire cosmos improvised? The 11th century philosopher Nasir Khusraw identified a logical problem with the idea of a cosmic blueprint. He realized that if a creator used a plan to design the universe, that plan must have existed before the universe did. A creator who follows a pre-existing design is bound by an older set of rules. This turns the act of creation into a form of labor, where the builder is limited by a guide they did not invent. Khusraw illustrated the solution through the difference between a student and a master. A student recites memorized lines. A master poet invents a flawless verse, generating words and meaning exactly at the same time. Khusraw called this spontaneous innovation ibda. God created the universe without a sketch, its physical form and design emerging simultaneously from a void. This suggests that the highest form of power is the ability to generate existence without needing a guide to tell you what is possible. Khusraw's idea challenged the dominant tradition in Western philosophy, which had long relied on the image of a cosmic architect. Plato described a cosmic craftsman, the demiurge, who creates by looking at eternal forms, pre-existing concepts like circles, to organize chaotic matter. Khusraw argued this dependency makes the creator a laborer, bound by a blueprint's outside rules. We're exploring how different cultures have tried to solve the mystery of how everything began. If you're finding these connections interesting, please like the video and subscribe. It helps us keep these philosophical journeys going. Reimagining the creator as an architect actually places a ceiling on the divine by subjecting it to the laws of construction. If we move away from the idea of a rigid plan, we have to ask what it looks like for something to be created out of nothing. The poet Rumi described this process as a workshop of non-existence. He suggested that true creative power doesn't come from rearranging things that already exist, but from a source that precedes all form. Rumi's vision aligns with Khusraw's logic. Reality isn't a finished structure, but an outpouring of divine poetry, a living performance happening right now. We see this same intuition in Eastern philosophy through the Taoist concept of ziran, often translated as spontaneous naturalness. The Tao creates without effort or premeditation. It allows the world to emerge according to its own nature, moving without the need for a forced plan or a master blueprint. Across these different traditions, we find a shared recognition. The ultimate source of reality is spontaneous, unforced, and entirely unbound by prior concepts. These metaphysical ideas offer a different perspective on how we approach our own lives. If the universe itself functions through spontaneous innovation, our own capacity to improvise is a direct link to that creative source. We often treat our lives like a construction project, trying to follow rigid career tracks or strict life plans as if they were blueprints. When we treat our future as a set of pre-made instructions, we often find ourselves feeling stuck or uninspired. This is why the state of flow feels so powerful. When we act on instinct and respond to the moment, we are mimicking the cosmic method of creation. We are generating the action and the intention at the same time. Stepping away from a rigid plan allows room for the same kind of spontaneous generation that Khusraw saw in the stars. It allows for a life that is lived as a performance rather than a checklist. Creation is more than just painting a picture on a provided surface. It is the power of inventing the canvas itself as you go.